Alright. So today we are playing Gold. It is directly after the 4 people showed up from last week's game and they've joined the crew, so everybody's getting all of this information, and it is becoming very obvious to everybody that Gibbet makes the mana batteries that you guys are using for a lot of your stuff. The mechs are being powered on it. It is somewhat powering the city at this point. They are installing things in the city of Dyad. Like, this is all like Gibbet's battery technology you guys are using to help you. But you guys know that it's made out of magic. It is like the spells that it make up that forest, like grinded down, and you don't know how they're doing it, but you know what they are doing. And it's just like, that is where we're starting. Like, the city is becoming more alive. The Undercity is much more advanced now because you have the building materials. And we are going to start in the Boneyard. That is Mr. Meth's bar in the little Undercity. We'll eventually name it, but for now I am naming those caves the Undercity. Right, and I am ready to introduce the players. Alright, so returning for a second game, we have Bamin, played by Matt. We got Ento, played by Corey.
Hello.
We have Catori, played by Kiera.
Oops, let me try that again. Hi, friends.
And then we have Vatna, played by Lurid.
I am here.
So this game we are starting again in the Boneyard, which is Mr. Meth's here bar. And he's pretty friendly with the crew. Like, he helped out Karam and Bamin last time. And Scour, this little like furry guy, is like in the back room. He's talking to a little like frog sailor in the back corner. Well, you guys are all like up here. I'm not sure exactly why you're here. Like, it's a bar, it's a place to hang out. Like, if you guys don't think your characters would be here, we can pick up somewhere else. But like, it's after hours. The city's really just coming alive right now. And there's a bunch of like new people traveling into the city from other places around this world.
Yeah, Bamin's here, definitely enjoying a drink and taking his time, waves at his little ferret friend, and yeah, just enjoying the atmosphere currently.
So the ferret friend is named Scour, and like he's having a conversation with somebody, and as you wave at him, he waves at you, and then he like taps the frog sailor a couple times on his chest, and then he points at you, as though they are definitely talking about you right now.
Well, then I'm just gonna walk right up there and put my arm around both of them and ask them what's going on. I see you guys talking my way. What's up?
Amazing frog token.
That is a good frog.
It's just
that's exactly what I had in mind.
So, Scour just like, again, very nervous around you for fear of you just eating him. It's like, well, so this here is my friend. I was gonna call him Cash, and Cash is already used as a name. This is my friend Tango.
Nice to meet you, Tango.
Tango's just like nods. He's just like, Tango comes from Dyad, but he's been doing a bunch of coastal sailing. He is saying, now, before I go on, how are you on merchandise stock? If I say came upon a large inventory of things, could I possibly offload it onto you?
I always have room for more stuff. I would say bring it right on down.
Oh,
If you're
excellent.
if you're a friend of this little ferret, you're a friend of me.
That's fantastic to hear. Now, and say he looks at your arm and he gives your bicep a little squeeze. He's just like, you seem like a very strong lad. You have no idea how old Tango could possibly be. Froggy is a very strange. He's just like, now say I needed a little help collecting the items myself. Like, I don't have them on me. Could I interest you in giving me a bit of a finder's fee? And then I can tell you exactly where these items are?
You want me to find the items that you want to sell to me?
I mean, we could just cut out the middleman. I could give you a location, and then you can go get them, and we can split our ways here. And like Scour just like slaps him, and he's just like, a ship sinking. And he's just like, just chill. He's like, a ship sinking down in the south. We know where it is. We thought you might want to sell the stuff at your shop. Didn't know if you were good with, stealing from the dead / soon to be dead crowd.
Well, I've long since retired from stealing from the dead, but it depends. I need to know a little bit more about what I'm going after and why I would want to go after this stuff. And
I have specialty stealing parts from ships.
Oh.
It's just okay. Like, so Scour turns and looks over at Vatna, and he's just like, specialty at ship theft. And she's like, you guys are looking up and down the uniform. Like, I know your uniform is lighter than it used to be, but like it's still recognizable as Wander Crew. And like, it's like, you guys get into some weird stuff.
And she's better or worse, that is for you to decide.
No judgment, no judgment. Scour just raises his hand. And this whole time, like, Mr. Meth, the guy with the skeleton face, has just been playing guitar in the corner. It's just what he does. It's just like, Tango looks around at all of you. I don't know if Catori and Ento are anywhere in the conversation or just, like, off somewhere else just, like, having a drink. But, like, Tango's, like, marking the four of you. He's just like, yeah, the four of you? You guys could definitely get in.
Ento's at the bar right now. He's got, like, that bowl of, like, mixed pretzels and nuts and everything in front of him. And he's got, like, each one individually picked out, and he's eating one. He's eating a little bit of one of each, and like checking his list in his coat, going, okay, well, I guess I'm not allergic to that one. Okay, so pretzels are fine. And he kind of overhears the conversation and was like, wait, what? Huh? And wanders over like, what are we doing?
I guess there's a payout at this ship if we want to go and find it. And I mean, I guess I'm bringing people if they want to come. Scour, are you serving drinks today?
Scour's just like, oh, and he just starts pouring drinks out.
Yeah, thanks. Please bring us around. Thanks. Appreciate that. I pat Scour's head, shoo him off behind the bar. Yeah, so we got this. So apparently there's some yeah, that's where you belong. Yeah, we got some stuff in a ship. Have anyone overheard that and wants to go? I guess we're gonna go find some stuff for the old shop. There could be something in it for everybody. I'm all for splitting this thing up.
The wind drifts here and the leaves are soon to follow. I will attend.
Catori finishes. Oh, go ahead.
I heard something about soon to be dying. I mean,
Tango's just like, yeah, the ship's on rocks right now, but like, it can only stay up above the water for so long. Soon it'll be salvage.
I mean, if there are any survivors, they're definitely gonna need a doctor, and I'm sure they'd be very appreciative of any help, and
Tango raises his hands. He's just like, oh, don't worry. If we just like hang out and get another round, I'm sure there won't be any survivors, and then it'll be good.
It is salvage and rescue. Perhaps we can call our forces. We have the resources. But that will cost extra.
I don't want you to... Why would you say... You don't get as much if they're alive.
But we get the spoils.
He's like, fine. It's like, want to help the world? You guys want to go be good guys? He like opens up his map and he makes a mark at the bottom.
I will get on my communicator and call for either the sub or the airship, or both, depending on what's available.
I personally would recommend the sub, because that's what I have written out for this game. I could have done airship. It would have been fine.
Vatna first calls for the airship, gets transferred over to the sub.
Yep, it's just like whoever's in navigations right now, not navigations, whoever's in communications is not paying attention. It's just Ceylon, it's just like picks up the call, it's just like, is you asking, and she just connects to somewhere else, and she's like, anyway. And she's like, what I was saying.
Wow, ignoring Vatna. That's a sting on him.
It's just like that sail, and those people from Gibbets sure seem nice and not suspicious at all. What was I literally just doing? Oh yeah, so like, you guys you're obviously taking the sub and, letting the whole crew know, right? So, that is a direction. Let me move this. This is the ship's new dock. I don't know why I even made this map. It was just this for a second. Bamin, is this your first time on the sub? Like, as not...
It's my first time on the sub.
Alright.
Yeah.
So yeah, you will see that this, you've been all over this side of the world, and like, it varies on technology quite a bit. Anywhere from like steampunky to just straight up fantasy, or like straight up like medieval days, to like the Fulgur Light City is just like all electricity and crazy, but they harness storms. This is basically 1930s technology. It's different than like normal technology that you would see around here, because like your home is a riverboat. It's this. And like your shop's on that, and you're a blacksmith that makes weapons and stuff, and like you have definitely worked in guns and other type things, but I don't think that you work in like automobiles and stuff just yet.
Sure.
Right. You guys are on the sub.
So we're on the sub?
Yep.
Okay. I feel a little rustling in my backpack that I brought on here, and I pull out the ferret because I brought him on the sub with us.
Oh.
You're coming too.
Excellent. So, let me make.
So Scour, whether he likes it or not, is partnered up with Bamin, and you know what? You're along for this ride too, there, pal.
earlier today, I was trying to figure out like how many games have I played that I didn't introduce an adorable sidekick this season, and I think pretty much every game this season we have had an adorable sidekick. Because Kiera started it with, was it Jiggles?
Oh yeah, yeah, I forgot about Jiggles.
So did I until earlier today.
Yay, Jiggles!
Yeah, with the foul mouth. But it's just getting out of hand at this point.
I love it.
Scour, well, welcome to the crew here, Scour. I'm so glad you came willingly with us.
He like spits out like a sock or something that was in your backpack. Not saying that you gagged him on purpose. It just happened.
Yeah, I mean, well, Bamin ultimately is very kind-hearted. He grows affectionate towards this little Scour, but I think Scour is still just a little skittish towards this big crocodile man.
I would agree with the being a bit skittish. Right,
well, we'll find some work for Scour.
It's just like the rest of the highly trained, and like you guys are like you are competent and trained like members of the crew. It's just you guys mess up a lot, which is funny.
Okay. Gara gave me Nature's Watch, so I'll do like Dark Sight and Infrasight to spot people in the water.
Oh shit! Like yeah, we're on our way there. Cool. Give me a I don't know why I'm moving the map around. Go ahead and give me 20-sider real quick. And horseshoes and hand grenades is up, so like a 19 is a 20 and a 2 is a 1. Alright, 16. Success. You start seeing like looking out the porthole windows in the area. This is a giant river, which is incredibly strange compared to the oceans that you guys are used to. I don't know if you've traveled out yet, because you did say that you remained at the city. And so, Vatna, like, you are seeing this stuff for the first time firsthand. Like, the freshwater creatures are very strange. Like, there are definitely huge snapping turtles down here that you have not seen before. But you are now seeing, like, a green, like there is, like a green mist underwater that seems to be appearing, from up ahead, or like to the south, the direction you are heading. Like something else is in the water, and you being you, like detect a strong sense of a feeling of magic in that.
Adjust course. We must investigate this.
Yeah, like so like it's just a little bit off of the direction. It's not too big of a deal. So.
Oh, if it's not urgent.
Oh no, it's the same direction. It's all the same. Like you were just getting a heads up on it.
Good. Activate the science equipment. Take readings.
Oh, absolutely. Yeah. I'm rolling for the crew. The crew did fine. Yeah, you guys, the readings do come back, and this is a mana battery leak. Like, this is like pure concentrated magic is being leaked into this water. And then we're gonna arrive where we're going. Here's the shipwreck. Like, it is crashed up against some rocks. This green here is like a oil spill that is pouring off into the river. I need to do it. Give me once. No, So that is where we are right now. Like, you guys have crashed up, not crashed up against it, but it is crashed up against the rocks. You guys are still underwater as you are in the sub. I can actually do this.
Can we see where it's leaking, or is that submerged?
Let me just do that. It's actually leaking from this giant scratch right here.
Okay.
But you can give me a 20 side if you want to investigate more.
I want to drink it as what
You want to
get to that. I'm just investigating for now.
Yeah. Like, and you guys aren't,
Later.
like, yeah. This is all the underwater part of it. With a tough choice, you can't see. I'm just gonna give it as like a little narrative thing. You can't really see what it is. Like you know it is leaking out of it. You know it is in this location, but it is beyond you what could have caused that kind of damage to that ship. Because it is pretty big. In 1 second.
A large scratch. A large rock. A large creature. These waters contain dangers.
I say we send the ferret to investigate.
Oh, okay. So, he gets, he's just like, he does a big old sigh about it. And it's just like so the sub raises itself. This is just so rude. And let me just roll for Scour.
Don't die, Scour.
He's not doing great.
That's all I need you to do is just not die.
So he, like, the ship, the sub is right next to it at this point. Like, you guys are, like, basically pulling up to this, to the scratch. And, like, he opens the hole in the top. What is that called? Just the door, basically.
Hatch?
The hatch?
He opens the hatch, and he's just like, the ship just happens to rock and throws him into the crevice. Like, and he's just on the other sub now. But, like, the river is, like, crashing against the sub, so you guys have to, like, go now if the four of you want to get on.
All right, yeah. I'm Bam is gonna start to head out that way. All right, is everyone coming? Let's go.
Cock my rifle and follow.
Let's do this.
Let's go.
Okay. So, like, this would be the point where Nika's going to put up a poll. The question is going to be, what does the crew do in this situation? Do you guys stay in the sub, but, like, provide support for the party? Or do you guys go around trying to clean up this oil spill? Like, those are what the poll is going to be about. Alright, and can somebody roll me a 20-sider for how well you guys do getting onto the ship? Whoever wants to roll it, that's just gonna be in general. Just so I know where you guys are on the ship. A 2! And you...
Can someone else roll?
I knew I shouldn't have.
Yeah, do we have a card to fix that? Because that's a mess, and,
Oh, a 2 is a 1 because Horseshoes and Hand Grenades is up!
Vatna just winces as the universe, takes another one of Ento's actions.
Can we change that with another card, or is it because that is a card? It is done.
You could change it with another card if you guys really want to. It's fine. Either way is funny.
I don't have one, so it was just like I thought I did. I don't.
So, the four of you are all somehow in completely different rooms. Like,
I got a reroll coming.
okay.
Grabs a leaf out of the air.
Alright, Corey, give me one more roll.
I clicked it. I don't know if it went.
Oh,
Don't worry.
I think Corey should have changed his dice color before he rolled again.
you're not wrong. We'll go ahead and do that.
So, alright. It's still a failure, but it's not terrible. I mean, it is. Yeah, that's why I'm gonna start you guys then. Okay. You guys fall through, and like the whole ship rocks. And like you just kind of like go sliding down the hallways and down the stairs like a slip and slide, all of you, and like all around you as you're going at like you're going really fast, so it's hard to like figure out what's happening. Like you see the crew of the ship like attacking each other, and there's like the green oil is all over the floor. And then you just come falling into this place, and you see two of the ship's crew, like dressed in like modern day uniforms, and like just don't worry about the helmet. But they are two owl people. They're just like looking at you, very confused. They're both like wearing jumpsuits of like engineers of like a ship's engine, and they are.
Wait, what
Oh, go
has
ahead.
happened here?
Like, they... Catori, can you roll me a 20-sider?
Sure. I forgot how to do it for a second.
Oh, do you got it? Okay.
Well, balls.
The 7's not that bad. A tough choice. Like, something is about to happen. Do you want it to escalate it and it will prevent... Alright, now, what's going to happen is these owls are about to attack you. Just completely go at you hard. You can stop it by, like, hitting one of them right now. You don't get a chance to ask a question. You just have to smash your caber into his face. But that will stop him from doing damage. Or you can jump in front and take the damage instead of Vatna. And then you could ask questions, but that way you will be taking damage.
I'll take the damage.
Alright. So, like, the owl comes screaming, and he, like, lunges at you with just, like, a screwdriver. And it does, like, 1 damage. It doesn't do a ton of damage. But, like, now you have him by, like, however you want to grab him. I'm not saying you have him by the neck, but if you want to grab him, you totally can. He's much smaller than you. And the other owl, you guys are not, like, everybody else can turn and look and see that at his feet is one of his crew members, like, that has been bludgeoned. I'm not saying, like, he's dead. It's just unconscious. And he's holding a wrench, and he's, like, getting ready to start swinging at you guys.
I hold him up with my rifle. The guy who's about to swing the wrench.
The threat itself does not deter him. He starts charging.
Can I use provoke on him?
Oh, yeah, absolutely. Go ahead and roll me a 20, sir.
No.
Okay. 5. Wait, does provoke even take a roll? I can't remember.
No, it doesn't.
Oh,
I
okay
just
then.
I just roll because that decides.
That's right. That's what I was
that
thinking.
decides my special, my stupid thing.
Okay, Bamin, what does your provoke look like in this instance?
Well, if there's some charging going on and attacking of my submarine friends and adventure mates here, Bamin just gives out a roar, and utilizes his stature to get their attention, and then says, "If you have a problem, come this way with me, and we'll settle it." And Bamin kind of just straightens up and kind of, shifts his shoulders back a little bit.
The tone shift as it happens, it's just like goes from roar to just like calmly like asking. He just literally drops his wrench like right on his foot, and like he falls down in front of you. But like you can see in that moment, like just he has pure panic in his eyes looking at you guys. It's like you're a big crocodile and you're used to people being scared of you, but it's like this guy's seeing his worst nightmare.
Now, have any of you seen my ferret?
You made Nika just die laughing. By the way, they're like, what? This, no, what? And like they just like start like panicking. Catori, how did you have this one? Like
I'm holding him by like the front of his uniform because my intention is to question, like to just look him in the eye and be like, what the shit is going on here? I'm only holding him one-handed because my protein shake is still in the other hand.
Oh, nice.
Yeah,
It's also a good way to provoke.
Yeah,
Oh yeah, so roll me a 20-sider. Like, this is an intimidation thing.
Bamin? Oh,
No,
Catori.
Catori. That's a 12. That's a success. So, he drops his screwdriver, and he just, like, has both of his hands up in a very, like, surrendering fashion. He's just like, fine. And he's like, his legs go noodles, and he just, like, is trying to, like, kneel in front of you. And he's just like, I know, I did it. Just kill me. I know the stories. I know how this ends. Just do it.
What in the shit are you talking about? Makes sense for 2 minutes. Come on.
We're not here to kill you. Just talk to us.
The Sea Devil leaves no prisoners. He takes no prisoners.
What the fuck is a Sea Devil?
Who's the Sea Devil?
What the shit is this?
I'm gonna use relieve on him to calm his ass down.
Yo.
So, like, the second you use relieve, like, his eyes go from, like, the panic that he had looking at all of you, and now it's more like a surprise of, like, who the hell are you? And it's just like, and, like, he looks around to take in the whole situation, and, like, you see and this ship is sinking. I should mention that again. Like, you guys are taking on water. You're probably up to, like, you're probably up to Vatna's knees in water.
How tall is Vatna?
Like 4 something.
Yeah, I thought he was like 4 or
Okay.
5 or something like that.
So it might be up to my knees then too. Or no, I made Catori like 5'5" or something, I think. It's good. We're good. I was trying to think. Pre-cow Catori was very short.
Yes. Fawn Catori was very short.
She would have been floating by now.
Go ahead.
Before it gets rinsed away, I think, well, everyone's distracted. Now's my chance. And I'll take a little fingerful of the mana liquid.
Okay,
Lick it off.
roll me a 20-sider. I'm basically just looking for, like, over 10, under 10, but... Under 10.
I say to myself, no, now is the time. I decide. And I'm playing a Triumph.
Okay, yeah, absolutely. So it refills your AP completely. I'm not sure if you had any AP lost. But if you do at the end of the game, fill that back up. Whatever you use today, at the end, it'll go back to full.
I think this is better than seasonings coffee.
You realize immediately, though, that is a very dangerous thing to do.
Yeah, actually, did Vatna say that out loud?
I thought that.
Oh, okay, just kidding then. We're good.
But, like... Yeah, so you guys are, like, surrounding the sailor. Ento, there is an unconscious man in the water. Just letting you know for, like... Make sure I got that on the screen.
Is that an owl person?
I should probably
Yeah, he's
do
another
something
owl
about that. Yeah, I'll use mend on him. Will that
Yeah, oh yeah, totally. Like,
perk him up?
Where is the rest of the crew?
Oh.
We need to evacuate.
Alright, so I go over to him and I do some administrations, which is basically me just like grabbing him by the collar and just kind of like slapping his face a little bit, like, "Hey, get
just
up!"
slapping this
Very
little
medical.
owl.
Yeah, man, he went to college.
You
He
do
knows.
see the fact that he is wearing like a yellow, like his helmet is actually like a yellow, like construction helmet, like for safety. And the only reason like getting bludgeoned with the wrench didn't kill him was because he was wearing his helmet. He just like shakes his head. He's like, what? And it's
Safety
like he starts seeing the
officer.
water coming up.
Their
Which
safety
class?
officer's happy.
Which class uses delve?
I think that's Invoker, like the one that you get to ask him questions.
No, the one that you can like see everything. Like the layout of the dungeon.
Oh,
Mm.
that's probably Ranger, I think.
Yeah. I got that.
I want to use that.
You know, I might. I might. So, yeah.
So I want to figure out what, like, where the rest of the crew is. Can't just be these four.
Oh no. Yeah, so like it is a ship, like it's very much like not a tanker or like a huge ship by any means, but it's a transport thing. Most of the ship is just cargo hold. There are 12 other people on this ship, like up and like moving around. There are many like bodies laying on the ground in multiple locations. Most of them alive, just like knocked for a loop. And there is one person alone in a room near the wheelhouse.
Catori is gonna respond to the over the communicator message that we just received. And just to say, you know, good on sealing that up, but do make sure that there's still an extraction point for us, please. And thank you.
And it's just like, nope. Then the
There's
ship
a-
just
Yeah.
drifts off.
Yeah, I say there's a lone survivor in this direction.
Okay, so I don't need to use Delve.
No, he used it with a Lurid used it with a scroll. Like Vanny used
Oh.
with a so either way, you guys would have gotten that information.
Okay.
Oh, sorry. Also, Scour is freaking out and he is in the pipes. He is close to the cargo bay, which is the opposite way of the one person.
Do we hear him yelling?
No, Vatna used like an ability to like echolocation the whole place, so he could look.
Scours in that direction.
Yeah.
Follow this pipe and break where you hear him.
That would in fact work.
All right, Bamin runs off to go find the pipe.
It's by yourself.
Yeah. Sorry, I'll be right back. Let me go get my ferret.
Not without my ferret, the Bamin story.
So we never got an answer as to what's going on here.
Oh, yeah, so, the guy in the overalls looks up at you again, he's just like, I don't know, like, we're on a routine ship, we all had a bit to drink last night, and we started telling ghost stories, and then everybody got crazy, and they kept screaming about the sea devil, and then just like, I mean, we were attacked by the sea devil.
Can you explain what the sea devil is, please?
Oh, Catori, could you make a roll for me? You might just actually have this information because of who your people are. Yeah, absolutely. So with a natural 20, at the mention of when you asked him, your head is just flooded with the information as though you've always known it. Like, this is your character becoming more of this world than they were before. Like, you know the legends of the Sea Devil. Like, it was some ridiculous pirate that went from, like, sailed the river on this side, but also went down the Wailing Falls. And, like, have heard stories of him, like, going through the Neverglades. He sailed the Celestial Sea. Like, it was, like, some ridiculous figure from, like, thousands of years ago. And it's, like, it is the story sailors tell their kids to, have them, like, eat all their vegetables.
Ah. All right.
Like, it is a
Wow.
ridiculous legend. Now it is, like, a ridiculously well-known legend.
And so the sea devil, did he make that big hole in your ship?
Yes. To put it simply, yes. And then everybody started turning on each other, saying that they said I was one of them. And then, like, when I turned and looked at you, it's just like, you were 100% just the fleet. Like, you were them, the Sea Devil's crew.
Hold on. What was the event that caused our crew to start fighting each other and Krieg get nearly eaten?
That was the Demon Heart that, has been since sold. Somebody was using that to, like, raise the emotions of everybody in the city.
Hey.
Could it be possible that it's on the ship? We've seen
Not the
something like
first
this
instance.
before.
We have. I will investigate the lone survivor. You continue here if you don't wish to follow. And I go off.
Okay, so just so I'm clear, with Bamin is running towards Scour. The Vatna's heading towards the upper deck where, like, a lone person is in a room, like, by themselves. Ento is healing this poor guy with a dented helmet. Catori was interrogating this guy. Is that where we all are right now?
Guess so.
Sounds great to me.
Actually, Bamin is like, comes kind of running back towards the group, empty-handed without Scour, grabs one of the owls by the head, and then runs back out to find Scour. He doesn't know the area really well, so he needs another companion. So one of the owls is now with Bamin
Yes.
as well.
Absolutely. Okay. I put you down here. Well, congratulations on your promotion, little owl guy. You've moved yourself into like key NPC of game. Roll me a 20-sider to see how like well he can guide you.
You see that? Can you see that?
That die went everywhere,
It
right?
went off the screen. I have no idea what I just rolled.
It's a 14.
Oh, okay. 14. Grab myself
okay.
a smart owl.
Yeah, not only smart, but like you scared him straight. Like he still, in fact, thinks that you are a member of the Sea Devils crew, but he is so absolutely terrified of you that he is telling you exactly where to go.
All right, wonderful. We'll find Scour together there, pal.
All right.
What's this little owl's name? It doesn't matter.
No, it does. It matters. His name's Ethan.
All right, Ethan. Nice to meet you. I need my ferret.
All right, so this is the cargo hold. This is where Scour is, and like you got a 14, you got a success. You got here without being immediately noticed, and the owl that Ethan is too scared of you to like scream out. But you do see two things: the cargo hold is flooded ridiculously, and it's got like lemons floating around and just other stuff. And all of these guys are like ransacking their own stuff. Like they are like in the process of like trying to get as much of the good stuff as they can.
Mm-hmm.
And you do see, you see Scour hiding behind like one of the crates, but he's still like, he can't see a way to sneak out of this room without being seen.
Okay. Do these other people, do these ones ransacking their own place, do they know the Ethan?
Oh, they're all part of the same crew, but they are all seeing each other as like an enemy. Like
Okay.
Ethan is still seeing everybody else as like enemies. They cured the one back there, and then the other one took a head injury. He got cured from it too.
Okay. Well, I mean, at the end of the day, Bamin isn't really threatened by these other scavengers. So he just kind of holds Ethan a little tighter and starts to swash his way through the water. He is a giant reptile.
Yeah, he is.
So, you know, with a little bit more mobility and agility, works his way to Scour. Excited, Scour, how are you okay? You know, yells his name and has him kind of waves towards him to come at him.
Yeah, Scour looks around, and all of these other guys start panicking. Like you have two crossbow, like no, not crossbows. They pull out just They look like very modern guns. They are the same technology level as the crew would have for their gun. So a little bit more than just like your average guy. You would know that, oh, these guys are from the city of Consonant. And Consonant is like, it's basically 1930s Las Vegas, and you know that. So like, they are like holding guns on you. And like the other, two of them have guns, and two of them have just like knives.
Ugh.
And like they are panicking. I'm actually gonna roll an immediate attack because they don't care what they hit because they're so scared.
Okay.
Like this one's just for the bullet shots. The other two I'm making a move. So tough choice. Yeah, they're gonna start firing at random, like crazy. The tough choice is Ethan or Scour, one of those two is gonna get shot. Not killed, but shot.
Ethan or Scour is going to get shot?
Yep, one of the two.
Okay, well, I actually throw Scour at the incoming weapon. As it stands, Bamin's going to be protecting Scour. So we use Ethan as a shield.
Okay. Yep. Yep, that sounds about right.
Sorry, buddy. I know this is your second time around on this, but
Like, wee. Roll me a 20-sider. Yeah, as you, like, that. Okay. So, your tough choices, like, yeah, you absolutely annihilate that owl with Ethan. Like, just, Ethan catches all the bullets, and then, like, Ethan's corpse annihilates the owl behind it. Or just, maybe it's not his corpse, his wounded body. We've got a doctor on board. You guys could technically save them.
we could bring Ethan back again. I might, depending on how this works out, I'm keeping an eye on Ethan's dead body again.
So, but, like, the downside of it is, like, the other two that were up above have, like, they've all joined forces on you. Like, they see each other as bad guys too, but they see you as the biggest threat.
Okay. I mean, I can maybe do whirlwind and just try to hit them all at once.
Yeah, if you do got it.
I do. So he's gonna use his tail to spin around and try to knock these guys on their ass.
Alright. Alright, 16, absolutely. It was really holding on that 3 for a while for me. So yeah, like, you annihilate all of them. Like, they're slowly moving in. And it's like, the fear of you is still so clear that, like, every little thing you do is just, like, absolutely terrifying. So, like, when you go, you just slap each one of them in the face with your tail. And, like, we're not saying that you kill them, but you knocked them out. And they're all floating on their backs in this water. Not face down. Face down's depressing.
So just floating around.
Yeah.
I'll turn my sights back to Scour and check on Scour. And how's Scour doing?
Scour's doing great. He's like, I found some stuff. And he's like, motions towards the box. Now we're gonna go back in here real quick. Ento and Catori, you two have, like, Ethan, you're not there anymore. Go away. Like, you two have two non-kidnapped owl friends, and these two are lucid. Like, you have cured. Like, after curing him up from the head injury, that one's, like, seeing you as who you are, and the one that Catori's been intimidating is seeing you guys as you are.
All right. Do I kind of have an understanding with my, with the owl I've been bullying?
Yeah. He's, like, just standing up and not, like, he more or less thinks that you guys are here to help him. He knows that you're not part of the Sea Devil's crew because he knows the Sea Devil is just a children's story.
Perfect. All right. So I guess I don't know if Ento wants to go in this direction. He could pipe in, but I'll ask my bird friend that the one that I've been bullying. Yes. Where's the rest of your crew?
It's just like the crew they should be outside their quarters. Like, they were in the hallway. A lot of them really got. He, like, looks down and says, "Oh, what have I done?"
What
He's
have you
like,
done?
There are. Make sure you get to the wheelhouse. There are. And he's like, there are 4, but make sure that they live. We need them. He's like,
Right.
he has like, he's like, you need to go save them now.
Okay, I guess lead the way. Ento, are you coming?
Yeah.
We're gonna
isn't that
need
the
a
way
healer.
Vatna went?
Vatna did go that way, but it's gonna fork. Like the
Okay.
wheelhouse is gonna be basically on the right, and like the the captain's chamber is gonna be on the left, and Vatna's gonna take the left.
All right, but we'll still be like
Yeah, you'll be
somewhat
close.
in the same
Yeah.
vicinity. Oh yeah, yeah. All
Can
right.
we
Yeah,
all
let's-
have our communicators this time? Right?
Bamin's at the bottom of the ship, no communicator. He's like, I'm
Okay,
not part of the crew yet.
God damn it.
What?
What is this thing?
He's a ferret. You don't identify as a communicator, do you?
I mean, did you ask?
Is it impolite to ask if somebody identifies as a communicator?
I feel like it's very polite. Like,
Oh,
it's
nice.
the second thing you should ask. Like, what's your name? Do you identify as a communicator?
All right, so you two are can I get? Oh, and all right, Vatna, can I get a 20-sider as you head up towards that room?
I'm just feeling hypercharged. Gotta go fast.
Gotta go fast. Alright, so yeah, do I have your token on this one? I do not yet.
I'm just like trailing magic along the wall as I go.
Alright, so yeah, with the 17, like you feel the sub start to shift a little bit. Not the sub, the ship start to shift. Like it's still being pulled against those rocks. Like you guys, Catori and Ento, since you guys are actually in the engine room right now, you can see a rock pierce the hull and just start can opener slicing through this.
Oh, we need to hurry.
We gotta go.
Yo, let's go.
But because Vatna's roll was actually a 17 and not a like a failure or anything, you guys do get a good heads up about it. And
So
Go, Vatna.
we start rushing the little owls. Like, come on, guys, come on.
I just pick mine up and like run with him. Like just I'll pick them both up. I don't care and just run with them. They're like
Yeah.
squawking and upset, but it's fine. It's fine.
the one is concussed and one just had a bunch of trauma, so I think
We're good.
we can like safely say Catori can move them.
It's for their safety. It's for their safety.
Vatna, as you have a head start down this hallway, you do see 3 more of the ship's crew just like in this hall, and like they are standing in a circle or in a triangle from each other, and like each one is like testing their knives at each other. None of them have seen you yet as you approach.
I just like am walking through the water and I just whip out like 2 long strands of silk and I say, no matter what, mine is the sharpest. Evacuate now.
Yeah, roll basically an intimidation for it. Oof. They are not intimidated by Vatna.
He's
Or
a
the-
4-foot moth. Of course they're not.
Yeah, it's just like, and also they see you as, like, some kind of demon. So yeah, they all immediately lunge forward with their knives. I'm only gonna roll it once, because, like, I'm just gonna act like they are one monster, or, like, one
Catch a
opponent.
guilt on myself.
Wait, how long does horseshoes and hand grenades last? Does it last 20 minutes, or does it last the whole game? I don't think it lasts the whole game.
No, I think the timer's gone.
Okay. Good. I did because I didn't see the timer at first, and then. All right. So don't worry. That 19 is just a 19.
Yeah. No,
Unless-
it's not. I made it a 1.
That's funny.
Oh no.
So like they all are lunging for you, and like they are just basically stabbing. Like one of them just stabs the other, and one of and the third one's like so. This blue owl boy goes and stabs the orange bird, the orange crow, and the black crow at that moment snaps out of it. Like, just the influence of being in, Vatna's aura. Something happens there. Vatna, because that became a 1, so which is technically kind of a 20 for you, you taste what it tastes like when you eat those lemons.
What foul thing have you involved yourselves with?
And, like, they look, like, he looks back and forth at you, it's just like, what is happening?
There is a submarine outside on the port side. Go to it.
Yeah, he does. This one is just these two have snapped out of it. This one has stabbed this one, and like he's trying to like mend the wound.
When you are able, follow your comrade, and I will proceed.
Huh? So let's go back to Bamin. You're still in the cargo area of the ship.
Yeah, Scour had found something, right?
Yes, he had. He'd lead you over to a big old crate, and inside the crate is it's topped with a bunch of lemons. Just as far as you can see, just lemons. And then like once you move some of them aside, they are just you have Tommy guns, and you have and not just like a magical kind, but like mass produced Tommy guns, legitimate like just grenades, like not magical, not even fun, not even interesting. Like these are just like straight up weapons.
Mm-hmm.
Like
well, this is all very good, Scour. This is what we were looking. This is what you were looking for. Is this our package?
It's like this is gonna sell well. Like people in these troubling times, people like a backup plan.
All right. Well, we got to get back to the group. We got to grab an end. I'll grab an end. We'll get this out of here.
The idea of you and Scour, Bamin and Scour, like, all right, yeah, I want to see how tough Scour is.
Come on, Scour. Pick up your weight. Pick this thing up.
Oop. That I didn't actually roll, so. He has a tough choice. He's gonna be able to pick up his end. Scour is tough enough to pick up his end of this. But, like, he has a creak in his back, like, real bad. Like, tomorrow he is going to be feeling this.
Yeah. That's okay. It'll be good for you. Let's go, buddy. Let's get this out of here.
It's just, you guys, like, carrying this thing. Alright, and go ahead, Bamin, give me a 20-sider. Oh, I really thought it was that one for a second. Yeah, Bamin, you with that, like, let me see if that's like somebody raising it by 1. Nope, somebody lowered it. Warlord's so mean. Okay, so they made it a tough choice for you. So you can like get this outside without any problem, and just kind of like. And once you look over the edge, you're gonna see that Scour, like down there, Tango has his own ship for you to like drop it on, so you don't have to split it with the crew. So you guys can just sell this stuff, and the crew can be here to like be the heroes. Like you, Tango, and Scour can like move this stuff on. Or alternatively, you can leave it at the stairs and then go help the crew with what they're doing right now. But then you'll have to split all those goods with the crew.
That is a tough choice. Yeah, I mean, I think we should, if splitting the gear was part of the plan. So Scour, let's get back with the crew, see if they need help, and then we'll have the rest of the gear to be able to split up.
Scour is visibly depressed about this, but he understands.
Well, so Bamin slaps him in the back real hard and says, "Cheer up, pal. We got some friends that came with us. Let's go."
Gets annihilated. Alright, so Bamin and Ento and Catori will all be meeting up right here where Vatna left the stabbed owl. And then yeah, you guys will like come across a stabbed owl.
Is he still alive?
Yeah, I think he's still alive. Yeah, I'm not gonna make you roll for that.
Like, how bad is the stab?
Because he made it a 1 for them, I think it's like real bad. Like it is either really bad, like, or really strong magic, or like immediate surgery bad. Oh, sorry, and like right. Give me 1 second. I'm sorry, I forgot. Nika, can you make a roll for the party? For the crew, I mean. Oh, good job. And they are cleaning up the oil. That's actually very good. You guys could have gone very bad on that one. Alright, so like...
Alright, so I would need to like use my heal instead of mend to fix him up.
Yeah, yeah, you would need the big one. Or maybe not
Okay.
the biggest, but...
Yeah. Yeah, I'll heal him up. Just so he doesn't bleed out.
Absolutely. And yeah, and by like doing an AP move, like all 4 of the ones that, like these 2, that the one to the stabber and the stabby, like arm over shoulder situation and limp out. The head injury one and the interrogated one also, they all make it out. You guys don't know about the 4 that Bamin left in the cargo bay, so for you, you're at 100% evacuation rate.
Huzzah!
I'm just such a great doctor right now.
Hell yeah, like little high five over here. High five.
Yeah.
And now I gotta do a little bit more RPing for the crew. Alright, so you made that a 20. What's that? Like, so you guys get all of the oil up. Just absolutely all of it. You guys get right to the edge of the waterfall, and like you see these giant fantastic statues. I'm gonna be showing you guys the map later tonight, like the whole thing. Absolutely like majestic statues, and like you would know that because people have talked about these are the guardians. Like normally things aren't supposed to like go over the edge because the Guardians protect them. Even though like you can see the fact that you could fit a ship or a sub through. Like normally there's something that catches it. And with a 20, in like while you're in the area, I'm gonna give you a bonus for it, like for the future games coming up. That the mana batteries, like that leak, that happened, like overcharged like the magic that was protecting it, and has like lowered those shields. So it's very dangerous to go near these waterfalls right now, like until something gets fixed. And like somebody has to do something about that. And then Nika's got 2 more options for you guys to vote on. But anyway, back to the party. So yeah, you guys, full success rate. Unless you guys realize that the owl named Ethan wasn't with Bamin when he came back. I don't know if you guys need to roll for that, but...
I'm rolling for that. Yeah! I have no idea.
No idea, not a clue. It's like...
Do I roll separately or is...
Yeah, if you want to like know, yeah, sure, absolutely.
I don't know, let's stir the pot.
Yeah, absolutely. Catori is just like, where's Ethan?
So I used him as a human shield. And he's dead.
What?
But we needed to protect and save Scour. He was already dead. He died earlier, so I didn't see it as such a gigantic deal.
You see Scour is holding his hand above his heart like you would if you had a hat, but he doesn't.
Catori's just kind of slurping her protein shake and just nodding. All right, well, is this then all the crew?
Yeah. That's
Okay.
it.
All right. And did we get what we came here for?
Yeah.
Wait, is this all the crew? The Catori, that guy did ask you to go to the wheelhouse.
Oh, we're not there yet. I'm sorry. I thought. Okay, no. We have
No,
to
that
go.
would be very funny if Catori just became that character. It's just, we got everything we're here for. Good, let's go.
Let's go. Let's out. Like, all right, let's go.
Vatna's not with you.
Well, it was more like let's move on to try to find Vatna, but like no, our current job is not done yet. You're right. Like we're not in the wheelhouse. We're in the damn hallway. All right, let's go. Let's move on.
Alright, so Vatna, we'll go straight to you because... Where'd you go? So, Vatna, you reach a closed and locked door, like at the end of a hallway.
I had an idea of that.
Sure?
So like as I'm running down the hallway, you know, just like happiest moth as can be. I'm just gonna like summon a battering ram at velocity to clear the way with conjure.
Yeah, go and give me a 20 setter.
9.
Alright, so tough choice. Okay. It will... The first choice is, like, when you initially make the impact, it doesn't do it, so you have to spend, like, you gotta make a couple goes at it. You can see the door frame bending in, but the door was, like, a metal ship door.
Mm-hmm.
So, like, you have to go, like, a couple of times. So that's gonna take a little longer. Or alternatively, it costs twice as much AP, but you get it all at once. You realize that you can force your way through if you just pump a little bit more power into this.
Double AP.
Absolutely. So yeah, you come bursting through the door, and the room smells of it smells of the taste of the lemons to you. Like, because to you it's more like an empty dust flavor instead of like the perfect lemon that it is for everybody else. Like, the room is already flooding. You see an owl just laying unconscious, like you're just sleeping, just taking a big old nap.
He's taking a nap. I shout, "This is a hostile rescue. Evacuate or perish."
He is out cold, just unconscious.
Then I'll just like put a repelling sigil underneath his pillow and activate it from the invoker abilities.
So you're just gonna launch him up and out?
Yeah. Try and get him out the door.
Oh, absolutely. Yeah, give me a 20 setter for that. That sounds great.
18.
Yeah, okay. Like, you launch him right out the door. Hey, everybody in the yeah, everybody. You all immediately feel like you're having one of those falling nightmares. Like your heart's in your throat, you are not seeing yourself falling, your body is not falling, but like you are experiencing the feeling of falling.
Oh, gross.
All the players, can you roll me a 20 setter? Tough choice. Vatna's fine with it. Vatna doesn't care. Catori has the sea legs. Guess what Bamin doesn't have, I guess. Look, very, very good in the water, very bad in the air.
Yeah.
So yeah, everybody else, you guys, like, yeah, and everybody in the chat too, the crew as well, experienced that. But Bamin feels it. You guys, so Catori and Ento, you guys are walking with, or hustling, or however it is you guys are getting around, with Bamin, and you guys all immediately, in Scour 2, like, you all feel a weird feeling in your head, like you're having, like, a nightmare right now, and all of a sudden you see Bamin go completely, like, horizontal and just fall backwards down the hall. Like he was just launched.
Whoa. I'm still gripping both of the birds, right? Like, so they're fine.
The birds are fine. Like, they've already, like, hit the upper deck and, like, they have a way out. So,
Oh, okay.
they already took off. They're good.
Bye, birds.
I'm gonna grab whatever, like, Captain's Manifest I can find. Logbook. Something. Perhaps a secret safe.
Oh, absolutely. But, so, Ento and Catori, you, and Skylar, you see him too. Bamin's falling as though gravity doesn't work the way that gravity works. Like, you are close enough that if you guys wanted to try to grab him, you could. Or if you had any other way of trying to stop him from this fall, you could. But you guys are gonna have to stop him. Or you guys can let him go. That's fine.
I mean,
Hold on
I'll try to grab
just
him.
a second.
Oh.
I think I have an idea. I just gotta look at some skills.
Vatna, can you give me a 20-sider for looking for a logbook or something? Absolutely. Just wanted to get that out of the way, but we're gonna hold on whatever Ento has to say here, and then
Certainly.
I was wondering if I could use I have a card for a naturalist. I was wondering if I could use Gale to like arrest his momentum and like counter it, basically.
oh yeah, absolutely.
Okay. So let me play that.
So basically, as he's falling, there's such a strong wind behind him that it's keeping him in place. And at the same moment that Vatna, you would see the sleeping owl hit the ground, is the same time Bamin just like falls to the ground and gravity goes back to the way that it is.
Wake yourself and stop your dream walking.
He's still out cold, but like you do see Vatna in that office, or like in his quarters. You have found a couple of books with your success. One of them is just like scary stories to tell in the dark, and like the bookmark is like the sea devil. And another book is his like captain's log that states like goes through like left consonant. This ship is called the Exclamation Point, for the record. Like they are testing out a new engine that was like gifted to the city via Gibbet. Then there's like not coded, but probably just like written very small. Like he doesn't want people to know it, but like he wrote it down just in case anybody does. So if you want to roll me a 20-sider, I can give you some more stuff.
Yeah.
Unless you have a way of like
A way of what?
I was just like an ability or something that would do it, but I'm not sure you do.
Not really, no.
Alright.
But I'll just take everything.
Yeah, okay. So, he does start mentioning the crew, like with your initial success, he starts mentioning the crew has begun to have strange dreams, like him included, and like lately, and at first they were fine because they would dream about like home, and like when they'd wake up, the quarters would smell like their homes, or they would like go to sleep and they would dream of like a food, and when they woke up they would have that food. But lately they've been dreaming of the sea devil, and they've been seeing the sea devil.
I want to flip back in like the scary stories book to see if there's like anything that mentions, magic dream food. There's a story about that.
Which scary stories book is it?
I think it's XVI. I think it's that one.
Oh, okay.
But while he's looking through that, so do you guys want to? You guys get to the fork in the road. Right is going to be the wheelhouse. Left is going to be where, Vatna went. You do see if you look down to the left, you'll see a hallway with a broken-in door and an unconscious owl laying in the hallway.
Vatna's got it under control. Like, let's go.
Yeah, Ento wants to go to the wheelhouse and help whoever's in there.
Alright. So I didn't use like bloody graphics this time, but like all 3 of these owls in this room have been ravaged. Like somebody went to town on them.
Are they alive?
They are. That would take a doctor's roll to figure out if they're alive or not. Like-
Alrighty, let's find out if they're alive.
Yeah, I mean, it's success. So did you want them to be alive or not? Whatever's the winning condition for you is how that is.
Yeah, Ento would preferably hope that they are alive.
Yeah, then they most certainly are. But definitely barely though, because like I'm talking like, you know how the Joker beat up fucking the Bad Robin, Jason Todd, with the crowbar? That basically happened to
Ooh.
these guys.
Oh shit.
Oh, so the community voted against them.
Yeah, they were really let down. But don't worry, they bring him back as like the worst Batman character. Never mind, fuck it. The Red Hood's not good. Don't get me started on this.
Running yourself.
Alright, so would this be another heal?
Yeah,
for these guys?
you could probably stabilize them without using your AP, but because that was a success, Catori, you look out the window, and the mist is starting to form into like a solid shape. You and you, Bamin, and Scour all see it. Like it appears like a giant hook hand is coming slowly out of the mist at the window.
Am I
And
awake? I was passed out. I guess. Oh yeah, let me come to first. Football practice. Okay, yeah. Sorry, now I see it. I've been sleeping. Sorry.
how many fingers am I holding up?
7.
Oh, okay. Yeah, all right. Yeah, that seems right. Okay.
Yep.
What's that? And I point out the window.
Oh, Catori, Catori and Vatna, roll me a 20-sider.
Eight.
Both of them are tough choices. I'm gonna give you guys information. It's just gonna come a little bit too late. Alright, so as Vatna is going through the book, looking for any information on things that dreams and stuff,
Well,
you do stumble on a page that you see the picture of the dream worm. It's drawn out. It's just drawn out as in a bestiary, but you would recognize this is what multiple people say that they saw. This is what Soki saw, and Bamin saw it too, but in the Undercity. And it's just oh, but then you flip back to the bookmarked part, and it is just it says the Sea Devil as this metal hook comes into the wheelhouse, attacking all 3 of you.
Ah, balls.
I know, right? I'm sorry.
so we
Sigh.
get that information.
You did get that information.
Okay.
It just came a little bit late. So he only he gets in, but you guys have managed to cover. 2 of you are fine. 1 of you gets hit. Which one of you gets hit?
Probably me.
You want to take it?
Might as well. Bamin has already been tossed around a little bit.
Alright. So the window breaks in, and just like covers the floor with glass. Ento, you are, because he only rolled a 7, you are able to protect all 3 of them, but like it is going to be a problem. This hook is as big as the room. I'm trying to find the token that I had used before.
The hook is very little.
Yeah, it was tiny. It's a terrible token. This is the wrong one, but I couldn't find the right one. But yeah, so like, you cannot see what it's attached to. It just looks up. It appears to be attached to like the clouds outside.
Do I perhaps have a powerful magnet?
Do you?
That's the card that was played.
Okay. Yeah, you have a powerful magnet. What are you gonna do with it?
Can I somehow pin this hook to like a wall or something with the magnet?
Yeah, give me a roll. Yeah, you did. You 100% did. Like you used a magnet on a Nika made it a 20.
Oh yeah.
So yeah, all right. Here's how it works. The second you like, it comes over your head. Like if you took, because you initially took that damage. You stepped forward and took that damage. So you took 4 damage from it cutting into you. But then I imagine like you slap this magnet on it, and the second you do that, it becomes so much more real. It doesn't look abstract anymore. Like it is a metal hook on a metal chain, and you just like attach it to the wall, and that's just reality now. There is like coming off of this ship is a metal hook going into the clouds.
Damn. Should we try to get these owls like out of here? Like, let's. Should we try
just
to run?
about to suggest that.
Should we get the hell out of here?
So, Scour is just like, yeah, go, and he looks over at Bamin and like Bamin, and he's just like, what do you think that is? And he points at the top of the chain, and you do see just like a little like shiny figurine of something.
Well,
Sticking out of the clouds?
Like, yeah, it's in the clouds. Like if you ran up the chain, like at the top of the chain, there's a small figurine.
I feel very confident that we should send Scour up this chain to go get that figure.
no, man.
Scour. Get climbing, buddy. Let's go.
Your patter.
So Vatna, you've heard the shattering of the wheelhouse room, and you have heard like the noise of like the crew. Like you are aware of what's going on, to like the amount that you can be aware, I believe. What would you like to do?
I would like to say to the unconscious owl, now let's see what horrors your dreams conjure. And I will go over to him and completely cocoon him in my silk and try and stare into his dreams.
Is this some Inception shit right now?
Quest does actually have rules for Inception because there is a magical item that. Give me a 20 sided real quick.
That's really cool.
16.
All right.
Is he dreaming this after we felt the weightlessness of
Absolutely.
his alarm clock? What's going
Absolutely.
on?
You are you are seeing his nightmares. You see in his nightmares there is a ghostly like not ghostly. I don't want to like it to be implied that it's a ghost of it. You are seeing legends of the sea devil, like, but because it was so long ago, nobody knows what they looked like. So sometimes they have like tentacles, and sometimes they're very piratey, but other times there's some kind of like strange dragon, or like they are just literally the devil, but they are always shown with just one like massively hooked hand.
I say, we do not have time for your fantasies. And I am going to take one of the leaves out of the air and use it to cast Ren's Delightful Dream. Playing a card for the magician.
Ren's Delightful Dream, you said?
Yes.
Hilarious. I thought that move would never work out. Okay, so you guys in the wheelhouse, like, you start to see that fog is beginning to fade away, and like the clouds are just like very nice, like very like almost like comically cartoony. And this chain stops being a chain and is just like a solidified rainbow. And Scow is just like walking up this rainbow.
To Valhalla.
You okay
And-
up there? And Bamin just checks on him. Are you okay up there, buddy?
This, I don't know what they put in my drink earlier, but I love it. Let's keep this up.
See, he's having the time of his life, everybody.
I was in a cargo hold. I got thrown off of a sub. You know what? I'm on a rainbow. Okay. And like you do see, like at the top, he's just like, it's one of those statues. But like, is it alright to touch? And he says that it is one of the basalt statues of the Dreamworm that you guys have seen before. Both Bamin, you touched it when Soki took one out of the cave.
Mm. Oh, right. Mm-hmm. I don't remember that being good.
It drained Soki of all of his AP and made him pass out for 2 days.
Yeah.
So we should probably leave that there then.
Yeah, I think, yeah. Bamin yells up, don't touch that. Duh. Bad memories. Maybe we leave that alone.
It's like, okay, alright. So, and that happens in like the weird way that it did. You guys, I want to make this joke so bad.
Do it.
There we go. I feel good about that. So yeah, also the ship stops sinking. Like you guys can feel it pulling itself off the rocks. And they already did the cleanup down there, but like the giant slash in the side of this ship begins to mend itself. And yeah, like the captain just like is snoring lightly. The water in the room is just draining away. Like the wounded in this room are also like healing up and just like everybody's just getting better.
Well, that's good.
Ento completely thinks that they're healing because of him.
It's just this
Like,
rainbow.
man,
It's just
I am a really good doctor. I didn't even try on that one.
We don't know any different, so
but
This is
yeah.
This is
that
the first ship exploding all over again. It's great.
just reverse. But yeah, Vatna, you can be in here with them if you want.
Yeah, I dragged the ensnared arrow with me. Just like dragging him on the floor behind me.
Just, like, yeah, so Vatna comes in the room dragging a better dressed than the rest of them owl. And, like, the other owls are just like, oh, the captain's still asleep.
He has caused quite the scenario while he dreams and slumbers.
you mean this was because of him?
Quite actually.
Well,
I
that's
peered
bad.
into his subconscious. It matched reality.
Oof.
I made it better.
Scour is sliding up and down on the rainbow in case he's wondering.
That's fantastic.
He's just having a great time. Oh, that was Ento. Ento can slide on the rainbow too. Whee! But they yeah, the captain is just like big smile on his face right now. Like absolutely just like it looks like he's having the best dream.
Yeah.
The
Still a contagion.
so you Bamin, can you roll me a 20-sider? Huh. I was just having you roll to figure out if you knew how to drive this boat. But I don't think you know how to drive this boat.
This boat is a bit foreign to me. Not quite sure how to do it. I could try, but
Would Bamin, knowing that he doesn't know how to drive this boat, take the wheel?
I mean, Bamin's confident in all, so I think that he'd love to give it a shot. I think he can hop up and give this a go.
Bamin, you see some rocks coming now that this ship has been like dislodged and is like moving at quite the speed. Like you are moving quickly towards some rock.
Yeah.
We've already established that Bamin does not know how to steer this ship, but I will let you roll. I'll let you roll me 2 20-siders, and we're gonna take the lower.
Okay. Bamin's played lots of Sea of Thieves, so let's see if it pays off. 16.
Alright.
And
a 4. Oh,
Can I jump in there? I've driven ships before. Or like,
I mean,
see
I
if
would
there's
love-
like a secondary, like co-pilot seat.
yeah. You also give me 2 20-siders and take the lower, because you're still just trying to offshoot that 4.
13 and 11.
There we go. All right, so we're gonna we'll bump it up from a failure to a tough choice.
I just like flip a switch to engage the propeller.
This is right. It's just like I think the anchor's down.
Pushes the gigantic autopilot button.
That would also be very funny. So yeah, you've traveled this river before, Bamin. Like you're a trader. You own a business. Like, support local businesses, people. And you've been down this river so much but now that current is way stronger. Like this ship is having a hard time pulling away, but you guys are gonna manage it. But like, the tough choice is gonna be the tough choice is you guys are gonna lose quite a bit of cargo. Like a lot of the stuff is gonna like in the cargo bay is gonna get lost. Like you'll still keep like that gun load that you brought up already because you already brought it up. Or you can basically jam this thing up against some more rocks and get it. Like you could beach this ship permanently, or they lose all their cargo.
What other cargo do we have? That's not the guns.
You have a good shipment of weapons that I will have up in your in the shop shortly.
I mean, we gotta save the ship. I don't think we can be beaching us and crashing the ship. I think, sadly, we have to leave some stuff behind for the sake of the ship.
The ship
Alright.
is the biggest hull. What are you talking about?
Yeah. Well,
Right, so you guys like do manage to like pull
The
it
ship
out.
is ours now. We defeated the captain and everything, and the crew. This
The
is
captain-
roleplay conquest.
That's straight up piracy.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm just. I think that might come down to a vote. It's like if that is the way the crew is going, I am fine
Catori,
with.
or not Catori, sorry. Kay said to Vatna before he went out, "Don't steal from anyone unless they deserve it. These people attacked us. They deserve to have their stuff stolen, including their ship."
So, Bamin, like as you like pull the ship away from it, so you're no longer stuck. Like this rainbow vanishes. It slowly goes away as the arch does. That cloud, there is a cloud back there that does look very cartoony as you like go past, and like it has a rainbow in the ground for a while, and like even that goes beyond, and then things start to feel more real. Like the room is still a nice room, but it's no longer like extra vibrant. The air doesn't taste amazing. You're not in like a Disney princess song anymore. And it's just like the captain like stirs and wakes up, and he's just like, I just had the best dream. And he's like starts looking at all four of you. Well, all five of you, because he doesn't know Scour either.
tell us what your dream is.
There was just like, have you ever had just like the perfect spring day? Just like laying out in the grass. Everything's right. Even like the paint on fences isn't chipped. It's all perfect. That's what I was dreaming. Just the perfect day. Because he wouldn't remember the nightmare because Vatna cast a spell that made him like only have good dreams. And like I think his like owl friends like will like his crew will explain to him that for the last, and they say to you guys, for the last 2 days they have been in that nightmare. They were just stuck in a looping nightmare, but none of them are dead. They counted for everybody, especially after the captain had the good dream. But they are delivering materials from continent to Hymnal and to Fulgurlight and to Gibbet. So like that, they have a lot of cargo, less now, but they do appreciate you know, saving the ship. Like, so they have to accept a loss. But yeah, they're just like delivering goods.
Okay.
So are we actually commandeering the ship, Vatna?
Did you want to work for us, or what were your plans after this?
We work for, you know, Tom Hanks, like the H on the side. Is fair?
Don't.
No, I'm pretty sure I do. It's like I got his business card here and everything, and he like reaches in his like
So what you're saying is your contract needs to be negotiated with this person.
like, I mean, we're union, like, and like all the sailors like, not Sailor Owl's like, yeah, hey, union.
Unions, good.
He's really that Tom Hanks is really about the unions. I don't know if you know the guy. Amazing boss. Little paranoid lately.
Why lemons?
Oh, that's the yeah, that's Mr. Hanks's new partners. They trade in like a lot of these like citrus. They have a ton of them. Let me tell you, like, can you guys keep a secret? And like,
absolutely.
The other three are just like, what the fuck? Why is he still talking? And he's just like, hey, well, I was like, you know, Salamander from Dyad, right? Like, him and the boss are having a falling out over this new third party that Hanks is getting in bed with. It's just like, and like, from that new island, that Silver Thimble City. It's just like, getting in bed with the other birds. You know, birds of feather flock and so on, you know.
Aha.
So like, we ship these lemons around. People like the lemons.
Are there any lemons around here? Like in...
Yeah, I'm sure.
I just want to like pick one up and like crush it into ash.
Bamin throws like 3 in his mouth.
Bamin, they are again absolutely amazing lemons. They are just, they taste so great. Like, however sour you wanted that lemon to be was exactly as sour as it was. And Vatna, yeah, you crumpled yours into dust like it was nothing.
This is what you consume. Put those into your body. And I'll just kind of like do that like one-handed cleansing of dust.
Mm. Alright,
Done here.
so the loose lips was fine. I would say refund that, Nika, because that's as much as like he even knows. Like, there is more information to it, but it wouldn't make sense for him to be the one to give it to you. But yeah, so you guys do get to go back to the cargo bay, like, as they're like going to. Sorry. As you guys are going to the just look around the ship, make sure everybody is fine, and he's just like, well, we have to give you a reward, and we can just say that we lost everything. Like, I'm sure the insurance will pick it up. Again, the Union runs well. Like, by all means, take whatever you can find back here. Oop. These guys are just alive and just back to work.
Anything but lemons is what I look for.
Alright, so, and all four of you, please give me a 20-sider. What? Bamin certainly found something.
Ew.
I'm gonna raise mine.
I couldn't see what it was. It was hiding behind your portrait.
Alright. So yeah, alright, so 3 successes and a 20. Alright. So yeah, you guys... You find a lot of lemons, first and foremost. Like, a lot of them. Like, some of the boxes are, like lemons used as, like, packing peanut situation. And some of them are just all lemons.
So they're shipping packing peanuts and lemons.
Just shipping, lemons as packing peanuts.
Okay.
The box on the side just has a sticker that says, "Oops, all lemons."
Yeah, just oops. Like, messed it up completely, all lemons. So, the crew decided everybody's gonna, like... You guys found, like, more money, I believe, right? I can't remember what the vote was. Yeah, more stuff, and then everybody's gonna... Yes, yes. But you do, as you guys are, like, going through it, you are finding... one of the crates is all of these, like, scary stories to tell in the dark situation books. There are just hundreds of them.
Is there any publication stamp on these?
Yeah, definitely. With those rolls, absolutely. They are, like, printed at Consonant. Like, they are... there are a ton of them. Like, just all these books about, like, just scary stories.
So later, what Vatna is gonna do is something he's never done before. Let's call a meeting with the crew and talk about his string theory of dreaming and reading scary stories, and how reading scary stories and it's a bad thing if you're dreaming, and that this publication company is trying to spread this, I don't know, blight.
Oh yeah, you guys can, like, all talk about that if you'd like to, for sure. You're all just, like, back at the bar.
This publication company, I don't trust it. Even in this riftless realm, the strings still intertwine. There are no coincidences.
You guys can, with a 20, so Bamin, as is Bamin well read?
I mean, he just finished. I mean, Bamin just finished a drink, hit a couple lemons in his pocket, snacking on lemons. He actually tossed a lemon over to hit the ferret, hit him in the head. But
absolutely.
It was actually just a gracious. He just was sharing the lemons with him. I mean, Bamin is more of a may I say, a hands-on type of guy. Not so much into the reading as much. So kind of a lot of this is just going over his head as he continues to drink at the bar.
Okay. Catori, I know Catori is well read. So, with your like 15 and your successful roll, this is a printing press situation. Like, this is not like handwritten, but the pages feel a little too textured, like almost sandpapery, like under your fingers.
So I'm just feeling up books.
Yeah, like, and as you're like doing that, yeah, I'm gonna give it to you with a success. They have like dusted, like the basalt, like statue stuff, the same stuff the statue's made of. That crystal is like very finely powdered over all of the pages of these books.
Oh. That's interesting. So of course I tell that information out loud to everybody who's gathered around.
Yeah, we don't have to be at the bar. Like we can, like, it was just mostly a joke, but like the whole stuff. Like you can be telling the crew, you could be telling just like, or are you guys just still standing in the wheelhouse with the owl and stuff? Like, because you guys are in the cargo bay, like exploring the ship. Like that's what you guys find. That is like
I present my stuff to the crew later, like in a meeting room or something.
okay. So
But now
are we leaving this ship alone? Are we letting them go on their way?
I can't fight a union.
Can't fight the union.
We're not union busters.
It's like, right? We're not rude. But yeah, they're gonna give you one more thing before you guys get off the ship, and like they hand you. Wait, Nick, I'm about to reveal the whole map because I really want everybody to see it.
Do it, nerd.
So they give you this. Like,
Oh.
this is our full map of our first side.
Wow, that's 1 of 20.
Yes.
Vatna's still buzzing with excitement. Ah, the dodecahedrons.
So,
Well, this is handy.
like, these are like, this is where they came from. They were from Consonant. Like,
We
you
were on the
guys,
river.
yeah, you guys are down here.
Mm. Oh, hey, that looks like the ruined continent.
Oh, I honestly think that you would notice, that Vatna would notice.
Ah, the origins.
So yeah, you guys, I'm going to be based on the amount of like stuff you guys got. We are adding I'm going to add a bunch of stuff to Bamin's shop, so you guys could buy it in the item thing.
Yay, Bamin.
It's like every time we do something with Bamin, I'm filling the shop. Is what's going to happen.
What's in a crate of neat stuff?
That's right.
And like Scour's quickly becoming like more of the like bar owner than Meth is. Like now Meth has started to just like become a silent partner. Like he's still just in the background, playing guitar, but like everybody likes Scour more.
Scour's the man. Person.
So I assume I think Scour identifies as a man. And he would very much like to be called one. It just really just the idea of it just makes him blush. And but yeah, Catori, you were studying these books because like there is certainly something up with it. And all of you when you are done with this, like whatever when Vatna ate that man at the beginning of it, like plus all the dream stuff that happened, nobody got hurt at all. Like as soon as the day was like the adventure was over, you guys feel like you didn't even do it. You know what I mean? Like you're not tired from the running. You're not dirty from being in that water or in that oil. All four of you are just, you have all the memories, but as clean as when you went in.
Like perfect clarity,
Yeah, just like
not having to like forget things that happened in the moment, or
right, just like no, it's just like you remember it all happening, but like and like you definitely remember like getting a little bit of blood on you, or like when you were healing when Ento was healing that guy like that got stabbed, but like his clothes are fine. You definitely all like had to like got scratched up when you fell into the ship and like slip and slid all the way down, but you guys are all fine.
Is our HP back to normal?
Your HP and AP completely back to normal.
50.
good job, Ento.
Yay!
Also, like, the crew did such an amazing job cleaning, like, the oil. There is no evidence that that happened at all. All the cargo went over all the leftover cargo went over the edge. Yeah, that's just weird.
Yay!
Over the edge where the shield is supposed to be, but
Where the shield is supposed to be, yep, but is not.
someone's gonna find that washed ashore.
And what could it say? Oh, the owl people? The owl people are fine.
Ethan didn't die.
Ethan did die. Ethan did die, but then he didn't die. Like, he died in a dream this guy had.
So he completely remembers dying.
Oh, yeah.
He's not dead.
He remembers Bamin throwing him into bullets.
Sorry about that.
And that fear has become a real thing for him. Like he remembers being almost murdered by, like, his co-workers. But, like, even worse is, like, he remembered this giant alligator grabbed him by the head and hurled him into bullets.
It was a game time decision.
It really was just. So it's like they added a lot of stuff, and that will be like I will give you guys that reward soon, and 10 coins for everybody playing. I'm gonna do another coupon thing, so just pay attention to the Discord to click that to get you 10 coins, please. So that's the end of like this game gold. I know it was a little bit shorter, but
I consider it an absolute win.
yeah, I thought it was great. I thought you guys did great.
I just have a question.
Yes.
Are all the like seals and the fishies and everything in this body of water, are they safe, or do we need to go get like some dish soap and save some critters?
The crew did absolutely fantastic with their cleanup.
Okay.
So they like the only thing that went over the falls were dream lemons and other like magical guns and stuff,
Okay.
like other magical weapons. What was being delivered as like the cargo, not the oil spill.
Oh yeah, I was just confirming so that I was worried that you were saying oil went over.
No.
We got it, crew. We're awesome.
They perfected that one. There was no chance out. Like, and honestly, I would have thought you guys were monsters if you guys went with the not cleaning up the oil spill. I really would have thought less of you on that one.
Yikes.
It's not true. It would have been fine.
So do we have any of that oil, or?
You guys can buy the batteries. They're in the shop.
But just like the oil that leaked.
It's close. It's
They were
the
taking
same
samples,
stuff.
so whatever samples you have are the samples you have.
Yeah. So there we go.
Okay. I have
Um,
one jar. I have one jar.
And then, yeah, so recap for everything. There was a shipwreck. Bamin was kind of hired to scavenge it, and he wanted to get stuff for his shop. And then the crew tagged along and decided to make it a rescue mission instead of a just scavenge mission. And then you guys saved a bunch of little owl guys, learned that dreams and nightmares can becoming real is becoming more prevalent in the world. You learned about a legend of a sea devil.
Try and do that.
What's that?
And I'm gonna try and learn how to do that.
Nightmare. You learned that there's a legend of a sea devil. Catori learned more about her connection to this world. Catori, you know exactly where your people live. Your people live up here. Yeah, that's your home. That is where this Catori's lives.
I like that. All
So
the way up
that's-
there.
That's some fun information. This is Consonant. It is basically a casino town, they said. Gibbet. But yeah, then they lost some opportunities at money, but ended up saving the whole crew. And then made friends with a captain that nobody asked his name.
It had to have been in the logbook.
Yeah, it was Dollar.
Okay.
And yeah, and tomorrow's game is going to take place at the same time as this one. So their game is happening as this game is happening. And that is when we are playing more with the mana batteries ship, and we are bringing out Marcus's character playing debut is tomorrow, and then we have Pim, and we have Lore, and then we have the third Lady T, and we'll see them all tomorrow. And that game is going to be sick as shit.
Please look forward to it.
Please look forward to it, and thank you guys for playing. You guys did great tonight. I absolutely loved it.
Great job handling the split party.
It's
Yeah.
tricky when people decide to do that.
Totally worth it.
Scour's full.
Scoured. There are so many little characters, because like I said before, in the very first game Catori got Jiggles, and then in the second game Vanex got Willoughby, and then in the third game they got the Deliverer, and it just keeps happening.
Y'all really love your NPCs. You're cute little NPCs. You love them so much.
I mean, I feel like you made Jiggles specifically for me. If I was gonna gravitate towards any little critter, it was gonna be that one. I'm not gonna lie.
Y'all are
Yeah, the match most recently. It gets out of hand. No, it's funny. But thank you all for playing, so much.
Thank you.
Super happy and
Thank
fun
you.
to be here.
Yeah, thanks for having us.
Oh, absolutely. And
Thank you
it's
for coming. Also, this is the first manual assignment game doing things that way. So,
yeah, this is all an
yay.
experiment. so most of the games, just 90% of the games this month are just we wanted these four in spots. So I hope you guys I hope it works out, and I hope you guys like it. And thank you guys for playing this game.
Also, thank you everyone who grabbed card packs and stuff today. I really appreciate it. A whole lot. And with that, I think we're gonna go find food. We'll see you tomorrow at the normal time for the game that Marcus is supposed to play that I refuse to believe he's actually gonna be there for until he shows up. But looking forward to that, and then meeting 2 new characters on Sunday, including another real life friend of ours. So please join us for that and give them warm welcomes and all those good things. Bye forever. You guys can say bye.
Night.
Bye.